Welcome to the Unit 3 Human Digestion Lab. This walkthrough is going to cover Part E, recording the results for the protein digestion. I've already opened the simulation, and I have it set up for us to just make our observation. Let's remind ourselves what we had predicted. In the 6 test tubes, we all have egg white. The first one is just water. The second one is egg white and the enzyme that breaks down proteins. The third one is just acid, like you'd find in your stomach. The third one is egg white and a basic solution, which is not the right pH of your stomach. The fifth one is the egg white, the enzyme, and the wrong pH. And the last one is the right pH with the right acid and the enzyme present that breaks down proteins. So what we need to do is take a look at these and describe the results that we see here. We had said that when you only have water, that's a control, and if you look closely, you can see that the level of egg white is the same in all 5 of the test tubes, the first 5. But if you look closely, and I know it's not a great image, so there's another image linked in this assessment, you can see that the 6th test tube is not quite so full. I've enhanced the image to better see the levels of the egg white albumin protein here in the 6 test tubes. Notice that the level of egg white is the same in the first 5 test tubes. Didn't matter whether there was water, just the enzyme, just the acid, a basic solution, the enzyme and the base. All 5 of them had the same results, and those results were that there was no digestion. So in all 5 of the first test tubes, there was no digestion, and we discussed the reasons for those in the prediction column, if you want to remind yourself. In the second one, there was the wrong pH. It was too high at 7. In the third one, the correct pH, like your stomach, but the enzyme was absent. In the fourth one, the pH was way too high. It was basic, something around where your small intestines would be, not your stomach. In the 5th one, it was the wrong pH at around 7. It was too high. And in the last one, you can see, if you'll notice, it is quite lower amount of egg protein. So this is the only one that had digestion of protein. So the only test tube that showed us any results for protein digestion was the 6th one, and that's because it had both the right pH, simulating your stomach, and the presence of the enzyme that breaks the acid down. And the enzyme, remember, only works, it only gets turned on in the right pH environment. That's why, even though the 5th test tube had the pepsin, it was not turned on because the pH was way too high, and it was even too high at 7, where this second pH strip came in at around the same as water. So it has to be the perfect conditions, more or less, for an enzyme to be turned on and actively breaking down a protein.